Hey, what's up, you guys? Today I'm here to talk about my December favorites. This favorites video might be kind of scrambled, and that's because obviously you can see that I'm home for winter break, and I kind of have my things everywhere, so it was kind of hard to narrow it down to like what I've been loving because I've been only confined to what I brought with me. But I have like only a couple items, but I always feel like this video is going to go on forever anyway. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? The first couple things I know that I've talked about before in other favorites. The first one being the Physicians Formula Warm Nude Shimmer Brick highlighter thing, all-in-one. I don't even know what this is called. All-in-one palette thingamajig. I talk about this all the time. I love it so much. It's got a bunch of different rows of different highlighty shades you can use as face highlighters, blush, bronzers, or eyeshadows. It's the perfect multitasker tool. I've been using these this month as eyeshadows, highlighters. The bronzy shades are gorgeous, like for just bronzing up the face. It is so, so nice. I am in love with this product, and I always keep going back to it. And yeah, love it. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I know I've talked about that a ton. The second thing, I'm pretty sure I talked about last month too. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. You can see that I'm like almost done with this tube and I've repurchased it already. And that is like, I think this is probably the first foundation I've ever like repurchased a tube of immediately because I love it so, so much. In fact, today I'm not wearing it, and yesterday I wasn't wearing it because I've been wearing this for work because it lasts so long and nicely, and I just feel like my makeup does not look, like my face makeup at least, in person, does not look as flawless and like amazing as it does when I wear this, and it's kind of driving me nuts. I'm in the shade Shell Beige. I'm pretty sure I'm a little bit lighter than this color, but the lighter color, Ivory, was too light for me, so I just kind of make it work with this. But I've already repurchased it. I love it. It's flawless. It stays matte like literally all day. I'll put it on like because my normal shifts are like 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and for those 8 hours and even longer after, it just looks amazing, and I just love this for everyday wear. I feel like it might be a little bit too much for everyday, but I wear it anyway, and I love it. And so, yeah, I'm like shouting this to the rooftops of everybody that I see. Like literally, customers that come through my lane when I work and they're buying foundation, I'm like, have you tried the L'Oreal True Matte? Like, or L'Oreal Pro Matte? I love it. Like, recommending it to people, like, I'm shouting this foundation's glories, like, from the rooftops. I love it. I also have been loving a blush. This is the e.l.f. blush in Pink Passion. This is a blush that I've had for so long, and it always gets, like, overlooked in my collection just because it's, like, super bright, and it's always like, oh, this is a summery blush. I'm not going to be able to wear it, but the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's, like, hot pink. But this blush, when like blended out on the cheeks, I use this brush with it from Clean. It's just an angled blush brush. It fits it perfectly right there. But this blush makes you look so youthful, I feel. Like, there'll be days where I'm just wearing foundation, mascara, and then I need like a blush to go with it. And this blush makes you look like you have like the youngest baby face ever. But it's so cute, and I love it. Like, it blends out so nicely. You definitely don't get this like super hot pinkness unless you build it up to be that way. But just like a little like light hand into it on the cheeks looks so good. And again, I'm not wearing it today. I feel bad. I feel like I should have worn it to kind of like show you like, oh, this is what it looks like. But it's amazing. It's $3 at Target. You can't go wrong with it. The next kind of face thing is a concealer. This is the NYX HD concealer in the shade Fair. This concealer I have under the eyes today. On camera, I don't think it looks that bad. In person, I feel like I should have gone with my normal concealer. But what I love this for is for highlighting. This shade is like way too light for me. I probably could go like a shade or two darker and be fine for under the eyes. But this shade I like to use down the nose, center of the forehead, chin. I also have started using it down here, and just like I put a little bit in the center of each cheek and then blend it out, and it just brightens the face, I think, a little more than not using it. This is also what I used for my ventriloquist makeup for Halloween, to really highlight and like lift the cheeks, and that worked really good too. But this is a really nice formula. I just need a shade darker, so maybe the next time I'm at Ulta I'll pick up another color. But I think for just highlighting, the fairness of this, is amazing for that. Then I want to talk about something that I have been loving for the past month or two. I don't think I've really talked about it before on this channel, but I have been loving baking my face. I kind of look crazy when I do it. I try to not be seen when I'm doing it because it just looks crazy. But if you don't know what that is, it's basically when you put concealer on. I usually put concealer under the eyes, and then obviously the center of the face, like I just talked about. And then you take a loose powder. This is the one that I use. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. And you just take, I take like a dampened beauty blender or sponge. This is the Real Techniques sponge. I use the flat side, tap into the powder, press the powder onto the concealer so you look like you just have white powderiness wherever you apply it, and then you just let it sit for 5 minutes or so and just let it soak into the concealer. It makes your under eye area so smooth. It makes wherever you apply the baking method so smooth. It lasts so long. I adore this method. I have been doing it every day that I do my makeup. I bake my face. And I owe it all to this powder. This is a powder that, if you're anything like me, you've seen this in the drugstore forever. But you never, you've seen this at the drugstore all the time, but you never, look at it. You always think, oh, that's an old lady product because the packaging is not the greatest and you just are not into it. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm sure you've seen this big tub of powder sitting in the drugstore. Let me tell you, I have the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. This powder is amazing. It's sorry. Got too excited. It's $5 at the drugstore, if that. It's real messy. As you can see, there's powder everywhere, but I mean, what do you get with loose powder? It smells really good. See, it gets everywhere, but it smells really perfumey, which at first I hated. But now I'm growing to kind of love it. It kind of smells like baby powder mixed with perfume, and I just love it. But this one in particular, the coverage is so nice because, I have the extra coverage one, so it really makes your under eyes mattified and smooth and just really nice. I could go on and on about this baking method and everything, but I've just been really loving this, and I think this goes to show that something ordinary from the drugstore that you walk past 1,000 times, if you actually pick it up and try it, it could become your new best friend. I love this, and it's gonna last forever. There's a ton of product in here. There's about 2.3 ounces of product. That's a lot of powder for the little areas that you use it. I've never used it all over the face. Actually, I have. It does look really nice all over the face as a powder foundation, but this is the extra coverage kind. It makes you look super mattified and nice. Favorite of the month. I'm going to stop rambling about that. And the last thing that I brought with me from school to try and use when I was home, because I only brought a couple palettes. I probably overpacked on the palettes, but you know that I'm very picky and very want to switch it up all the time. But this is something that I brought with me that I really liked the colors and I've been using and I've been really into. And it's the Too Faced Pretty Rebel palette. Now, this was limited edition like years ago. This was like the fall 2013, 2012 palette or whatever that you could get at that time. So it's long gone. You could maybe find it on eBay or something like that. But the colors are gorgeous, and this is what they look like. I've been really into these neutrally ones here, which is odd for me because normally I'm like all about the color. But this one called Girly is a nice like duochrome one. My boyfriend's calling me, but I'm not going to answer it because I'm filming this video. Anyway, it's a nice duochrome one. The gold is really nice. I'm going to probably use this bluish silver and the black for a New Year's look. But I've been really into the neutral ones, and then having like false lashes and like bold lips and things like that. All in all, it's just a really pretty palette. So yeah, those are the favorites that I've been loving for the month of December. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below what you've been loving this December. I can't believe it's already 2016. That's insanity to me. But anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye!